Hi everyone. Good evening. How are you? Am I audible?
Fine. Yeah, you're audible.
Hi all.
All right. Yeah, hi. All right, great. So just I want to first of all, before we could proceed, I just want to check with the audibility part. So first of all, welcome everyone to the session, the demonstration on data science. Let me introduce myself. My name is Naran, and I'm a data scientist. I'm a machine learning engineer. I'm a freelance trainer with an experience of 10 years. Right now, I'm working with a few of the known companies like IBM, Intel, and EY, Ernst and Young. As well, I'm training them. I'm training mm, students, we can say, or the trainees all across the India and overseas on the data science part, on the machine learning part. Okay. So this is just a small and brief introduction about myself. My name is Ram once again, and I'm a freelance corporate trainer and a data scientist. Okay, where we try to provide the trainings all across the India and overseas. Okay. So before we could proceed, I would like to hear from your side on the audibility part, as I said. So just who are able to unmute themselves, please unmute and let me know if I'm audible to you. Is still clear. And those who are not able to unmute themselves and tell me, please, no, just use a gesture of a hand that I can understand you're able to hear me or not, so that we can proceed in that way. So please, you can just tell me about am I audible or not. So I am audible or I am not audible.
You
Okay.
are
It's
audible, but
audible.
your
Okay, it's
voice is
audible.
not
Okay.
good.
My
Hello.
voice is not good.
Yeah, like sometimes it's break.
Okay, so then it's breaking. Okay. I thought I have a very lovely voice. Okay.
No.
I got your point. Okay, now is it possible? Is it clear, sir? If it's not, still
Yeah,
please
it's
let
break.
me know. So just like Neeraj has said, sir, my voice was breaking in between. Please let me know. Right. Apart from Neeraj and me, what about the rest? Raj, Banti, Vamsi, Vandana, and Teja. So you guys are also able to hear me, or you're not able to hear me? Because see, we are going to connect via online medium, that is internet, right? And in person, it's a different scenario, right? Where I'm standing in front of you, I'm there in front of you, so the body language is, and my voice, right? We are getting in the classroom, but when you're connected via internet, so definitely the bandwidth is the only option for us, right? We are going to connect with the internet. Please, before I could start, I request once again, just let me know if I'm audible to everyone or not. Raj, Vanti, Vamsi, and Vandana and Teja. If anyone name has been left, please just let me know. Oh, great. So it's audible for everyone. Okay, so before we proceed, I just want to know from your side, your what exactly you are here for. What do you feel like? Why? Because you're investing your time, and time is very valuable, right? So I just want to know from your side, like what you are doing currently, right? What you're pursuing, maybe job, education, right? And why are you looking for a very good opportunity in the data science? Okay, before I could move ahead, it's like a diagnostic thing, right? When you go to the doctor, right? Doctor knows everything, right? Why you are here. And that is what he has done the studies for. But, but still, he asks you what's wrong with you to the patient. The agenda is very clear, so he wants to know why are you here, right? It's not that okay, just I was in the mood, I have never been to clinic. I wanted to meet you, sir. Doctor, I just felt to meeting you, I came over here. No? It is never a case. Patient meets a doctor unless until there's a problem, right? So I want to know from your side, you can just in a line or in a brief, in a short way, you can explain yourself like what you are doing right now and why are you here? One by one, please. I would be very grateful if you can unmute yourself and please let me know. Anyone. If you go
Yeah, okay.
alphabetically, it's fine. Randomly also fine. Yes. Who is that?
Yeah, it's me, Neeraj. Did you
Yes,
call my
Mr.
name?
Neeraj.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you
Neeraj.
so much. Yeah.
Well,
Actually, as you all know, my name is Neeraj, and currently I'm doing Master in Artificial Intelligence. So for me, I to joining the Harsha training. and doing this course, I want to work on project and some what's a new future like what do I have to learn in what context I have to learn. Actually, I am facing some problem while studying artificial intelligence, and due to lack of faculties or lack of knowledge, or I
Hmm.
think, and I don't know like
Okay.
which where I have to focus and what I have to do, and which project, like what kind of project I have to do. These things I want to learn from this class. Mainly, I
Okay. Great,
am,
Neeraj.
yeah,
Hmm.
focusing on the project like capstone project.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you are doing a master's from
Dagendorf University. It's in Germany. I'm currently in Germany.
Germany. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Neeraj. Apart from Neeraj, please, guys, I want to know from your side. It's a request. It's a humble request. Please, if you can unmute yourself and you can just know, tell me something about yourself. It would be a great thing for me. It's a request. So, Raj, Bunty, please do not be idle. Yes, Abhi, you were saying something at the beginning. Vandana, Teja,
Yeah. Hi everyone.
yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi, Raj. Hi,
Myself,
Raj.
Rajesh, called as Raj. So I am a Python trainer. I want to shift my career into a data science field. That's why today I was joining this session.
Okay. So, you're a Python trainer.
Yeah, Python trainer.
Okay, great. So, you want to move your career into the artificial intelligence part. Okay, great.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, what you train in Python?
I'm training. I'm giving the training the core and advanced. Some kind of pandas also I have some knowledge. But
Okay.
when it comes to the machine learning part, I'm not that much sure about teaching the machine learning. So that's why I want to
Hmm.
take some like courses, data science course.
Okay. Good, good. So, you're working somewhere?
Currently not, but previous I have
Okay.
experience either Python developer.
Developer or trainer? I am not able to understand.
No, actually, initially I was a Python developer, so I lost my job
Okay.
in a recession period. So that's why I turned it into
Oh,
a Python trainer.
trainer. Mhm.
So as my next step, so I want to build up my career in a data science field. So that's my plan.
Uh-huh. Okay, right. Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for a lovely introduction. So, where are you
Yeah.
based out of? You're based out of?
Sorry.
You're based out of? Like, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad itself. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raj. Okay, what about the rest? Bunty, Abhi, Vamshri, Vandana, and Teja. Guys, please unmute yourself and you just let me know. Even it's a brief one line or two line is also okay, but I need to know from yourself. It's a mandatory thing. Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah, hi all.
Yes. Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
this
hi.
is Abhi.
Yes, Abhi.
Myself is Abhi. Yeah, I have an experience in Optum company, which is healthcare company, and I wanted it is non-IT background from my side, so I wanted to shift to IT. That's why I have been searching for the new courses and all. And one of my friend has suggested that here it will be good, so that he said to attend the
Oh,
demo so that you can understand and then you can take the decision.
okay, great. So you're working on to which platform?
At present, I am not working. I'm just searching for new course so that I can grow up my skills and then I will do the job.
All right, absolutely. See, skills are very important. In today's world, if you want to sustain, if you want to enhance yourself, skills are very important. That are the only weapon, that is the only weapon that can you help you survive. Right. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Lovely introduction, Nabi. All right. So Teja, sorry, he was about to say something. Right. Now proceed if we can
Yeah.
proceed with you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, Hello guys. My name is Teja. I had I took this course because nothing a big nothing like a big choice. It's like I like playing with data. That's all. And I
Yeah.
like playing with
Great.
yeah.
Uh,
I was
I
like
got it. I got it.
yeah,
Mm,
that's more of a reason for me. And I was like
mm,
I was more into data analytics more than data science, but I was interested in data science also. Like this deep learning topics and projects in data science are too unique that
mm,
this AI, the AI can't
mm.
replace that. Well, in terms like what I have researched, the AI can't replace data science and data analytics. So I was more interested into this, like yeah, the projects in data science and the analysis in data analytics. Well, I uh, it showed an interest in me, so that's why I joined this.
Great, great, Teja. So, Teja, you're from Hyderabad itself?
Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad, but I'm studying in Bangalore.
Okay, you're studying right now. Okay, you're pursuing
Yeah,
your education in which stream?
in computer science, I'm pursuing. I'm in my last semester in 4-2.
Last semester. That is eighth
Yeah,
semester?
yeah, eighth
Okay,
semester.
so
I'm in my
one,
eighth semester.
yeah. Teja, so definitely it's a good thing you like to play with the data. One simple question, what is the
Yes.
difference between data analysis and data analytics?
Data analysis, yeah, that's what I'm not well into that deep. I just want to learn. Like I don't know the platform that much,
Hmm.
so yeah, I want to learn.
Okay, not a
I
problem, not a
have
problem.
s-
I just want to know. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
please
I
tell
have
me.
seen that also. Like there is this thing like Google Analytics and data analysis. So I was like, what is the difference between these two? And I didn't got any very good answer for that. So I was hoping I
Okay.
could get here.
All right. I got it. Okay, not a problem. So I wanted to know what is analysis and what is analytics. Anyways, not a problem. So see, a lot of words are there. Google Analytics is there, Web Analytics is there.
Yeah,
But one thing I would suggest, it's not for Teja, would says that see, do not try to refer a lot of Chat GPT because see, if you ask the Chat GPT to do your work, then definitely data science, forget about the data science, not a single skill will help you get a job because
yes.
if programs starts doing your job, then what will you do? Then you have to buy 3-4 acres of a land and you have to replace that animals called as an ox or bull and you have to be there. So please, I would request everyone that please Raj, you try to use ChatGPT. Okay, all right. Thank you, Teja. Great. Good hearing you. I guess Abhi is done, Raj is done, Neeraj is done, Teja is done. I guess Vandana, if you can unmute yourself and Vamshi. Please, I'm not able. Yeah, Miss Vandana.
Good evening, sir. My name is Vandana, and I am present pursuing my bachelor's degree in artificial intelligence and data science.
Okay, great.
I like to choose this course because I was much interested in learning machine learning algorithms and data science field, sir. Because
So what?
I'm
Hmm.
going to do my master's in artificial intelligence in abroad.
Okay, you're currently pursuing your graduation, right?
Eighth semester, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. All right. So first of all, what you can see a chat, you can see your chat box, right? There's a number displayed over there. So please send your hi over on this number. First of all, please quickly just take your mobile and drop
Sir,
a hi
I
on this number.
cannot see any number, sir.
Okay, all right. Once again,
Uh,
I'll just copy that part and I'll just say it. Please just say hi so I can get a message. So I repeat that number 965 965
yes, sir.
25 32353. Those who have done, just say yes or just type in the chat box or raise your hand so I can proceed with
Sir,
the
in
next part.
Sir, in WhatsApp, should I have to send you hi or in the chat box, sir?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. WhatsApp. Once you send a hi to the WhatsApp, you just send me that you have sent, or you just unmute yourself and say, I have sent you a message, whichever fits
Yes, sir.
best. You can just write a
Oh, okay,
message in
sir.
the
I'll
chat
be
box,
sending.
or you can just say hi. You can just say in the hi, but you can send me, you have sent a message over there.
Okay, sir. Give me a second, sir.
Okay. Okay, all right. Apart from Vandana, we'll come to the last person, that is Shakti. So, Shakti, can you just unmute yourself and tell me about yourself, that what you're doing right now and why did you try to join the session, the demo session? Rest, please send the message on my WhatsApp, please quickly. Raj, Abhi, Neeraj, Vamsi, Teja, and Vandana. Have you sent it? Did you guys send it?
Yeah, done.
Yeah,
All
done.
right, Neeraj has done. Okay, okay, Abhi has done. Raj, Vamsi, you're there? Teja? All right, Shakti? All right. Hope you guys are there. Please send it to me.
Yeah, done just now.
All right. So now coming to the data science, first of all, let me make it very clear. I can see everyone's from the artificial intelligence particular part. So I'll clear this part. The question which I asked to Teja, what is data analysis and data analytics? See, when you talk about the data science is based on the four layers. That is the predictive analysis, prescriptive analysis, right? Sorry, descriptive analysis, diagnostic analysis, predictive analysis, and prescriptive analysis. Right? Just giving a verbal overview of it. We'll do that in the future. So that is what data analysis want. In data analysis, this two parts come into the play. That is descriptive and diagnostic. What is that? Descriptive and diagnostic, where you're trying to do a data analysis, that what has happened. I repeat about the question, I'm giving the answer to the question. When I asked what is difference between data analysis and data analytics, a lot of people say that, oh, it's the same one. It's not the same one. वो काला अक्षर भैंस बराबर, we have heard it, right? So just because the thing you think that only the thing is white in color, that doesn't mean that milk and buttermilk is one and the same. Just because it's a white in color, that doesn't mean that milk and buttermilk is one and the same. It's different. Getting my point? So analysis and analytics are two different things. That data analysis means what? Data analysis means what? We are trying to do analysis, what has happened, what took place. And data analytics means what? What is going to happen in the future. This is the difference between data analysis and data analytics. I'm not going to explain in the details because right now we have not stepped into that step. I just started the first thing with an explanation just to show that few people might have a question. So at least you can tell me what is the difference between data analysis and data analytics. So data analysis means what? What has happened in the future, and data analytics means what? What is going to happen in the future? What has happened in the past and what is happening in the future is called as the data analysis and data analytics, respectively. Clear? I hope it is clear what is analysis and what is analytics. Clear? So now coming to the data science part, to the demo session, welcome once again. So I'll give you an overview. So data science is not a one word term. It's not one term. Data science is two different words which comes from the word called as a data and science. What is that? Data and science. So what is data? Data, as I can say, in today's world, if you try to fill any information, right? Suppose you're trying to take an admission, as I can see few of the students are from the educational background, they're still pursuing. So when you were trying to take an admission at the college level, so your form was given to you, right? The college form. So what you did is that you try to fill the information, your all the credentials, your name, your percentage, your CET examination marks, right, your stream, etc. What happened is that on the basis of your data, whatever the marks you have scored, on that basis, the college was selected, or you can say the seat was allocated, right? The stream was allocated. So how it was allocated? On the basis of the percentage, right? If someone has scored less than 35, who is a failure, how can that person be opted for the computer science engineering? No, that person cannot be opted, right? So what is that part is called as in science. So science is nothing but an experiment that we did in the school level, right? We used to go to the science lab and different ingredients were there. So you used to put that different ingredients into the flask or the burette, etc. And what we used to do is that we try to do certain experiments to generate an outcome. Right. Here also, it's the same thing. Data science is not one single word. First thing, let me make it very clear. Data science is two different words which consist of data and science. So science is nothing but the engineering or the experiments you do in the literal meaning. And here the ingredient is nothing but the data. So here what you're trying to do is that you're trying to do a lot of experiments like just like Thomas Alva Edison or Albert Einstein has done in the science field. Here you're doing it in the IT field, and you're trying to do it on the data so that you can have an outcome. An outcome is nothing but a result. So this is what called as a data science. So what is data science? Data science is nothing but you're trying to do certain kind of an engineering so that you can have a particular result. Clear? So that is what a data science thing is. All right. So now explanation. See, nowadays data science is all important in every sector. You talk about whichever sector you go, everything is having an example of data science. I can tell you that one best example in today's world is Uber. What is that? Uber. Now, if you see Uber application, I'll tell you, or Ola application, I was very fascinated, right? If you go to the airport, right, and see flight timings, everything, the data is already there with the Uber, Ola is right, or whatever the cars services are there. So if you go, you observe next time when you go to the airport, if you go at the timing when there is no flight available, right? It's not that flight are available every hour, half an hour. You go to any airport at the specific timings only the flights are available. You will see the prices of the cabs are very different than the prices when the flight is available. When the flight arrives at the airport, you will see that the prices of the Uber gets shifted at a very different price. I have done it experimentally. So how does this application and how does this application understand that we need to switch the prices? And you will see that you will not see that the same distance if you're traveling and you're not traveling to the airport, you travel to the same distance at a different location, you will find that if my house is at a distance of 15 kilometers from airport, see, listen to me, and I'm traveling towards the destination of airport, right? Example, it will show you 1000 rupees and it will show you if there is a flight available or flight is going to arrive or flight is going to be departed from that timing. You will see that the amount will be charged 1000. You travel other side of your city, the same distance, 15 kilometer, you will see that the price of the Uber is different. It will cost you around like 800 rupees. I have done that. How does this Uber understand or Ola understand that it is traveling the same distance, the same fuel is going to be burned, but the prices are different? This is what done with the help of data. When they were trying to do, they're trying to do an analysis that at what time the flight travels, flight departures. Why? Because see, if you're trying to fly to the, yeah, they're trying to reach at the airport, definitely it's your need. Understand the need, and what they do is that they use the different algorithms, and on that basis, they try to predict the price of the cab. That sometimes it will be 1000, sometimes it will be 12,000. It's not that it's going to do automatic. It's not done with the help of humans. It is done with the help of algorithms. Okay. So this is what you can see. This is one of the example I've given you where you can use the data science. One more example I can give you today's world is OTT platform. OTT platform. Have you wondered that if I'm using an OTT application called as a Netflix, how many of you use an application called Netflix? Do you use Netflix application? Yes or no? In today's world. Now, if you are using an application called Netflix, and if you are using, and if you are having a friend, if you are staying with a friend or you are staying with your family, you wonder, you see that whatever the things you are seeing, like suppose if I'm watching the genre called as a comedy, you will find that you'll always get the recommendations in regards to the genre called as a comedy. You'll never get any other recommendations. Why? How did this application understood that I always have an interest in watching the serials called as comedy? How it is understanding? Because when you're trying to do a surfing, right? When you're trying to do a search, what happens is that this tracking history, with the history, what you're trying to do is been tracked and monitored by the data scientists or machine learning working in that company. And they try to do a categorical representation and find out they have an analysis with the help of Power BI. This here first comes the role of data analytics, right? Data analyst, where he'll try to identify that which age category from which region is trying to watch which kind of a genre. And on that basis, they try to segregate that, okay, this person is trying to watch the genre called as a comedy. And on that basis, they give you the recommendations. Now, same example, if you go to the Amazon and I want to buy a headphone, what I want to buy? Headphone. and my budget is around like 5,000 rupees. You just give me an answer. Okay. My budget is 5,000 rupees. So what you will do? You tell me, if you go to the Amazon and you want to buy a headset and you know that your budget is 5,000 rupees. So you tell me, if you get a recommendations, see, very simple. If you get a suggestion where the headphones, right, when you're trying to search an headphone, the prices of that headphones are around like 8,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, or whatever the brands you're searching. Suppose if I'm trying to search for the brand called as Skull Candy, right? Skull Candy headphones with price of 5,000 rupees. And suggestions what I'm getting is 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, maybe AirPods, which is 25,000 rupees. So you tell me, right, what will happen? So you'll think that this website is very stupid website. I'm trying to find headphones which are around 5,000 range because that is my budget. And this website is giving me a suggestion of 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. So what you'll do is that the first time you will think that, okay, maybe there's a glitch. This is a normal behavior. It's a human behavior. And you'll just close your laptop or a mobile. Second, now again you come and you try to search it. Again, it is giving the some kind of a suggestion. Now you tell me on the third time, I just want to know from your side, will you come to the website and try to buy the items from the Amazon? You just tell me, will you come to the Amazon and try to buy the items of your choice? Answer yes or no. Will you come and buy? Yes or no? Please tell me. My question is very simple. That is, I said that if I'm trying to buy an item which is around 5,000 rupees a headphone, but my suggestions or my website is giving me a choices that you need to buy 10,000 rupees, which is out of my budget. And second thing, it is not of my choice. So you tell me, will you buy that headphones? Yes or no? Definitely you'll not
No.
buy. Yes or no? You'll not buy. So that is what, see, you need to understand that you need to give the suggestion. Now there are like Amazon is the worldwide website, right? And you cannot have a single, what do you say, developer who is working on a single customer ID. No, you cannot do that. So how does this happen is that then on this basis, tries to understand. He tries to understand that what this person is expecting, what people are trying to buy at a certain level, and on that basis, they try to show the recommendations. This is all done with the help of data science. You need to understand because if the person is not happy or not satisfied with the services and the products, what they are expecting, then they'll not come back to you because you want to buy X and they're providing Y. So there is no relevance between X and Y because left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Why will you buy the product? So you look at any example. How it works, I'll tell you how it works. Now step by step we'll go. Okay. So have you been to a Big Bazaar Mart or D Mart or Walmart? Any of the one. D Mart or you can say any shopping mart where you can find any shopping mart. You can find every single item under one roof. Maybe groceries, dairy products, clothing, right? Daily utilities, whatever you want to do, buy, you find under a single roof. So have you ever gone to the shopping mall? That is what D-Mart or Big Bazaar or you can say Walmart. Have you guys ever been to this any of the ones? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. I have been to D-Mart. I'll tell you. I have been to D-Mart. Now what happened is that when you go to D-Mart, in today's world, if you see, if you buy any product, example, if I give biscuits, so there are hundred of companies who are trying to produce biscuits from the local company till the multiple companies, MNC companies like Britannia. There are a number of companies, hundreds and thousands of companies. But when I go to the DMart and when I go to the counter of biscuits, you see that there is only 3, 4 layers of the counter only which are selling the biscuits. And there are only, only countable companies, the company products that have been sold in the biscuits. So I see Parle-G, I see Britannia, I see 2, 3 more companies which are popular ones that has been sold. So when I come to this section, you will see that out of amongst them, you will see Cream biscuits are the one which are of the highest one. There are different biscuits, right? The marigold one, the glucose one, right? Baked one. But among them, you will see that cream biscuits are the one which are kept in a huge quantity. And within that, you will see within that also, you will see within the flavors, the chocolate flavor or the Oreo flavor is of the abundant quantity. Now, my question to you is that if you're running a business, I just want to know, you think from the business perspective, if I'm running a business, I'm running that mart, how did I understand? See, my question, how did I understand I need to keep a biscuits company only, whatever I mentioned, maybe Parle, maybe Britannia, Patanjali, whatever biscuits are there, right? How did I understand? And second, out of that, there are different ways, baked one, glucose one, right? Whatever the glucose free, gluten free, etc. How did I understand I need to have the cream biscuits in the huge quantity? And within the cream biscuits, how did I understand I need to have the chocolate and the Oreo flavor, the most one? How did I understand? You tell me, how did I understand? Because there are n number of biscuits available, there are n number of flavors available. My question to you is, how did I understand? How, if I'm running the business, how did I understand that this is the only products I need to include into my mart? Tell me. So you guys are learning artificial intelligence. You're going to start join a course. It's not that you are a fresher. See, there are. I guess Abhi is the one who is from the different sector, right? But rest of them, you come from a technical background, right? You come from the Python developer. You're doing an artificial intelligence master's course. You're studying in the third year, last year. Like two of them are studying in the last year. Who's doing graduation in artificial intelligence? So I want to know from your side, how did the owner understand that I need to include this biscuits into my mart? How? Yes, please unmute yourself. Anyone, you'll be wrong, right? Apart from that, you'll not happen nothing. But understand that you don't try it, and how will I understand? It's not that it's a new term for you. If you are from the background which is not new for you, I can totally agree with you. But majority of the people I can see, they're already from the technical background. They have already done a little bit of homework, a little bit of R&D. This is a very simple question you need to answer. How did you understand? See, because if you are willing to do a business in future, you should see. There is a saying, proverb in English, right? If you want to be rich, so listen to me. Am I audible? At least let me know if I'm audible. Or am I the only one who's speaking? Yes,
No,
anyone? Please unmute.
No, no, you are audible.
Yes. So there is a very good proverb in English. If you want to be rich, if you want to be rich, look like one of them, or be like one of them. That means what? If you want to be rich, you have to dress yourself, you have to think like themselves, you have to act like themselves, and then only you're going to be rich. In the same way, if you're learning this course, you have to think what will happen. How, if I'm running a business, how did I understand that I should include this only? So see, what happened is that I'll tell you. If you want to give the answer, you let me know. I still give you the chance. How did you
It
understand
based
that this
on
is the
the
only thing?
sales.
Okay, on the basis of sales.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, on the
And
basis
based
of
on the
sales.
customer reviews, yeah, because how
Okay, on the
many
basis
of
of
that
customer.
got been sold, so that the businessman can understand that it getting sales. So many products have been
Right.
there, but most particularly those particular which are on the top, which are got sold more on that particular season or that particular year, so that he can understand that it should be the priority first, so that it can make him more
Right.
profits
Right.
if he
So
there.
right. Whatever you have said, if I want to put it into one word, can I call it as an analysis? Whatever you have said, if I want to put it into one
Yes,
word, can I call it as an analysis that I have done an analysis, and on that analysis, I made a prediction? Yes or no? If you look at it, yeah, I did analysis, right? Whatever I had on that analysis, I made a prediction. This is good thing and this is the bad thing for my business. So how it happens, you buy the products, right? As I mentioned. So you go to the counter, you make a bill. So when that bill has been generated, that bill has been saved, whatever the goods and items are there, it has been saved into the database. Database goes to the companies, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, whoever is the vendor who's taking care of this company, right? Walmart, DMart, etc. They have the data analysts, they have the data scientists, they have the machine engineers, they have the research scientists. So what happens is that they get the data, that is the raw data, that is the unstructured data, and what they do is that they are like a stainer. The key has been prepared. What they just need to do is that they need to filter the data with the help of stainer, so that when they give it to the client, it should be a purified tea. So what they do is that then here comes the role of the algorithms that you learn in the data science: supervised, unsupervised, Power BI, that is the business intelligence tool. A lot of techniques, tools and techniques you do, and out of that, you first try to understand what is good in the business, right? What are the goods or which biscuits are most consumed by the customers. So from that it is understood, and on that basis you make a forecasting where you tell your business client that these are the most consumed products by the customers, and these are the less consumed products by the customer. Because see, you're talking about the biscuits, right? It's an expiry date, right? If you go to Panjali and you buy cartons of biscuits, right? And if it has not been sold, you cannot give it to Patanjali or you cannot give it to Britannia, because that is not their business. Their business is what? To produce biscuits, manufacture biscuits. It's your duty to sell them. Just because you are insufficient, you are incapable of selling them, that is not their lookout. So it's your loss. So instead of that, then you give a solution. So you'll say that, okay, so vanilla is the flavor which is least sold. So what you do is that instead of buying a huge abundance of vanilla flavor, you put that amount into the Oreo and chocolate, because it is making a good sales and it is also running out of the stock. This is why how you come into the play and try to provide the solution. If I make it very simplified, bottom line, I'll tell you data science is nothing but, if you go 50 years ago, not 50 years, maybe 30 years ago, before 1990 or 1980, where population was very less. So what, I talk about my grandfather, your grandfather, I don't know how old you are. So you talk about grandfather, right? So what they used to do is that in the free time, they used to come at a particular place, like under the tree or whatever the key point is there. And they used to discuss, okay, what good do you have to do in a business? How do I increase my business? How do I make agriculture? And they used to give each other the suggestions and advices that if you want to do an agriculture, this is the fertilizer you need to use. This is the time of rain. This is the thing. That is the thing. It's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing that was been done in 1980s, 1970s, 1990s, where people used to come together at a certain point, discuss about the solutions. The only thing has been put into the softwares and tools, because reason why is that now people don't have that amount of a time to give the advices to each other. So that is why they're trying to rely on the software. So the thing is that which things that 30 years prior, which was done by the humans, now the same thing is done by the softwares. Data science is not new that it all of a sudden popped out of somewhere from the Mars or from the Jupiter. It's not that. It is already many years. It just in the human form, the people were trying to give advices and try to forecast the future, what can happen in the future, how we can, if there is a loss, how we can recover the loss. It was the same thing. Only the thing is that with the modern day, we have put it into the clear. And very important, last question people come and ask like, what is the salary? If you can see on the screen, I'll tell you, there are a lot of streams, domains available. I am into the data science, so that is what I'll not just try to hype it, but it's the reality. It's the reality, I'll tell you. Data science is the only field as of now which will give you a good package. That is the only field. Just because I'm into data science is not the thing. What do you think that when I did my engineering, I completed my engineering in 2014, I was working into the companies as a developer. I was working on the .NET. Don't you think that I didn't have an opportunity to, when I shifted into data science, don't you think that I didn't have other opportunities? I had a lot of opportunities. I did my research. I'll tell you, you'll not believe. I did my research for around 1 year to choose which stream I should go, right? Which stream should I go? And after doing my analysis for around 6 months or 1 year, I decided to come into the data science. It's not that I jumped in directly, because it has a very good scope. At least I'll tell you, at least till I get retired, or at least you get retired, data science is not going to go anywhere. Now, after that, Bhagwan Jane Bhai, it's all, we cannot forecast. It's all about predictions. We don't know what comes after next 30 years. But at least till 2020, what is that, 2050, this for next 20 to 25 years, it is not going anywhere. And the salary, you at least can expect a bit more. Example, if the other stream is getting a salary of 25, I'm talking about the domain. I'm not talking about UI UX developer, which is the front end technology. I'm talking about the technologies like AWS, that is cloud services. I'm talking about the cyber security. I'm talking about the blockchain, which is very relevant to each other, which are the competitors in today's world. I'm talking about that sector. If you try to compare with the web development part, it's a very different side. You are traveling on the X vector and that other comparison with the Y vector. That is a different thing, right? So try to understand the same thing. If it should be of the same data point, you will definitely get a good salary in comparison to the other ones. I guarantee you. We can see on average data salary for data scientists. This is a research done. We can see 9 lakh 12,453 is an average salary a data scientist is getting. Imagine. On average, if the other person gets 6 like 7 lakh, data scientists are the one who gets a good salary. Now it depends upon at then it comes to the point is all your skills. If you're having the skills, then definitely you're going to get. If you're not having the skills, then definitely it's going to be tougher. You need to ask yourself, if I'm running my own company, I would definitely hire that person who is full of potentials, right? Why will you hire a person who is lacking the skills? Clear? Got it? What I'm trying to explain?
Yeah.
And now,
Uh,
and now coming to the point, now coming to the syllabus, like
I
you
have
might
a
ask you was like what we are going to cover. So this course of data science is going to be around like 4 and 4.5 months, maybe at least 4 months. Okay. And in this 4 months of the duration, what we are going to cover, let me show you the syllabus. Uh, give me a second. I wanted to show you something as well. Can you see the syllabus? This is the syllabus which you are going to have. So you need a programming language. So data science can be learned in C, C++, Java, R, Python. But we are going to learn Python. The reason to learn Python is that because Python is a very popular language and a very easiest language if you want to learn. You can learn if you try to practice at least 2 hours a day. See what I'm saying? Even if you try to practice at least 2 hours a day, you will write a very good code at least in the second month. Imagine if you are being in IT, if IT, right? Previously, if you want to be hard coder, it took at least 6 months, 7 months to understand the fundamentals, to reach out to the moderate level, and then start building the projects. Python has given such a what is vitality and feasibility that within the second month you can start writing a code. Okay, so I want to show you why Python is popular. So just a second, so I'll show you on the Chrome. Give me a second. Mm. So can you see my screen? So I'll go to one application called as a Google Trends. Google Trends. So I'll show you something. So in the data analytics, right, or data analyst, we are going to have that role. The syllabus is there. So in that we are going to use a Power BI. Why we are using Power BI? First I was talking about the Python. So I'll show you Python. So Python, okay, programming language. So see, why we are choosing Python? Why we can't choose any other language? Question. A few of the students had asked me the question. I'll give their answer. Okay. So I'll show you. So this past day, I'll change it to last 5 years, and I'll show you why we are using Python. If you look at the Python popularity from 2018, this is 2019, right? Forget about this 2020 and 2021 because there was a COVID, everything was at home. So you look at the graph starting from 2022, right? Today is 2024. So you look at 2022, 2024, you can see the graph is growing in an upward direction. So look at it, the consumers, right? How much people are trying to learn. This is the data of last 5 years that Python has gained so much popularity that out of that 100 people, how many people are learning using Python? You can see 67. That is yesterday's data. This is from 21 April to 27. And you can see the data. So it is not less than 50. That means what? Among the 100 people who are the developers who are using the programming language for any of the field, maybe into data science, into web development, any of the sector, if they're trying to use programming language out of 100 in India, see this is India, right, my country. So in India, at least 90 people or 76 people or 50% people are using Python as a programming language. That means what? The companies are using the programming language. That is why the developer are using, right? Because it's not that they're running their own companies. Every person is not running their own company, right? They're working in the company and they're working on that programming language, which company has asked them to use. So you look at it, you can see at some days you can see 99% of the people are using Python programming language. This is what in percentage that out of 100, it is in time of 100, but out of 100, how much people are using. So you can see not less than 50%. If I change this country to US, because US is the only country which comes into the mind when you talk about the IT, right? You cannot compete United States with any other country because US is USA. That is why you say developed country. You can see. Tomorrow, if you try working in the US company, you can see it's a necessity of an hour, my dear students. You can see Python is very important. And if you say that, okay, more about it. So can you show me comparison? Yes, I'll show you the comparison. I'll make it with comparison very popular called as a Java. See, look at it. The red one is in the Java. You can see why here. See, it's like a marker in the red one and marker in the blue one. See where Java stands today and where Python stands today. How many companies are using Java? It's in the red line, less than 50%. And how many people are using the Python programming language? 80%. Somewhere, some companies, some day touches at 100 also. So you can see it's a huge difference. So why we are going to use in the syllabus? If you come to the syllabus, the first programming language we are going to learn is Python. And I can choose R, I can teach you in the C. But the thing is that if it is not going to give you a job, if the companies are itself using a Python, and if you're learning Java, that means what? You have to travel Kashmir, but you're taking the route of Kanyakumari. You never reach Kashmir, right? You want to go Kashmir, so you have to head in that direction. You need to head north, but you're heading south. How will you reach Kashmir? It's the same thing that what I'm trying to tell is that if Python is being used in the company, you are going and saying to the company, no, sir, I'm going to use Java only. Company will say, okay, use Java and go home and start your own company and start doing coding and do it in Java. You can do it in any they'll say, invent your own programming language also. But if you want to work in our company, you learn Python. Okay, so that is what you're going to have Python. And one important thing in the Python also that is that we are going to have the assignments as well after completion of the important topics, whatever the topics we are going to cover. For example, we covered data types or we covered whatever the statements are there or the iterations are there. So we are going to have the assignment so that it is able for me to track that how progressive you are you trying to perform very good, etc. So that it helps you, right? Because it also helps you to understand how much you're able to no, get acquainted with the subject. After that, once you're done with this Python, we are done to do the Excel. SQL is also there, but after that, we are going to have the data analyst role. So we'll learn Excel, then we'll learn NumPy, Panda libraries, which are the important libraries when you talk about the data analyst. What are those libraries when you're talking about the data, right? As I said, when you get the data from the company, you're going to get the unstructured data, unfiltered data, right? So when you prepare the tea, right, you cannot just pour that tea into the cup and saucer and you can just give it to the guest, right? Because that whatever the material is there, that also can come into that cup. What you do is that you need to use the strainer and you just need to filter it. So that was what when you're going to use the data because your machine is not going to work automatically, right? It's not an automatic thing. You need to feed the data. So for the data, when you're going to feed your data has to be very good. Example, I'll tell you now. If there is a kid at your home, right? Maybe whoever, nephew, niece, or maybe whoever is that at the home. My question is to you is that if you teach that baby, a kid, right, whoever, the good things, right? Like how to respect the people in the society. How do you respect your parents? How do you be humble? How do you polite? How to wisely spend money? Good things, right? In the morning, you know, to touch the feet of your parents or maybe or do the prayers, whatever is there, right? In the school, you need to respect the teachers. They are the they are the architect of your life. So good things. So when that baby grows, maybe turns into an adult, right? Maybe who's grown one around 2022, you tell me, will that baby who was whom you taught it, right? The good things. So will this person be a good gentleman in a good way in the society, or will disrespect the people? What will be the case? My question to you is that when the person was a baby and you try to teach the good things, so when this person, the baby has grown into adult, so how will this baby perform, or how this person will perform when he is grown up? Will he be nice in the society, or he'll be a, what do you say, uh, unwanted uh, person in the society? What do you think? Definitely, he'll be a good person. Yes or no? Because what happened is that you have taught him the good things. So that is why he'll be a gentleman, or he'll be a lady. Now, suppose in the opposite case, if you try to teach him the bad things, how to disrespect the people, how to beat others, how to use bad words, so tell me, will he be a good person when he's grown up? No, he'll not be a good person. Maybe he'll become a thief. He'll become a robber, right here. Maybe a murderer. He'll be any of the thing, right? Why? Because the things you have taught him in the childhood was this thing. It's like the same thing when you talk about the machine learning part as well. If you try to give the unstructured data, if you're giving the bad data, the machine accuracy and performance will be bad. And if you're giving a good data, unified data, machine's output will be good. The score will be good, predictions will be good, accuracy will be very good. Within a point. So it all upon base of data. So that is why for that purification of data, the stainer part has been taken care by this libraries. Correct. After that, we have this business intelligence tool called as a Power BI. So you learn Power BI, and after that, you're going to start the data science part. And in the same part, as I said, you'll have the assignments after completion of every important topics or major topics. Clear? You got it? See, you can see the comparison. You can check anything. Clear or not? Any questions? I can see a few of them have joined new. I don't know how many of them have joined. So I just want to know Malika, MA, Vandana, Shamli, you guys have joined recently, or you guys have already joined from the beginning? If you can then just unmute yourself and just let me know, so I can know who is on the other side of the screen. Shakti, Shamla Devi, MA, Malika, and Vandana. Can you guys
The
hear
first,
me?
yeah, this is the first time we are joining, but we have joined the different batch as well.
Front patch as well, miss.
Uh, I have joined from the Pega batch, so I just wanted to attend these classes as well. So I it took the default name.
Okay, okay. So you wanted to have an idea that how it works, right? Data science. What is the data science thing?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, not a problem. So what about Vandana? What about Malika? Is it clear for you guys? Vamsi, Shakti, Malika, Vandana, Teja, Neeraj, Raj, Abhi. Okay. So any questions, guys? Any questions to any one of them?
Sir,
Yes,
I have
please.
a
Now
one
let's come to
question.
the Q&A part. Tell me.
Sir,
Uh,
in Python, we have a
yeah, Raju.
matplotlib and Python, right, for a data
Tell
visualization.
me.
So
Hold
what is
on,
the
hold on. I put my headset. Hold it. Yeah, tell me. Yes, tell me.
need of Power BI, sir? Again, already we have a matplotlib and Seaborn in Python.
No, Seaborn and Matplot is there, but not a problem. Seaborn and Matplot are used for as a visualization tool. But Power BI gives a support of 150 plus data sources. Okay, so you can have an If your data is set in CSV, Excel, SQL, etc., so it can give an option to any of the data set. Got it. And whatever the options it gives, right? So you can see that a few of the plots are available, but you can see if you want to prepare an interactive dashboards, right? So that Matplot and Seaborn doesn't does. What Matplot and Seaborn does that it's a visualization tool just to show you for a few of the things so that you can understand how the things are working. Because if you want to now in today's world, you need to understand brain mechanism, how your brain performs. Now, whatever you're trying to understand, you try to understand with the help of visualizations. Because our brain mechanism, how it performs, I'll tell you, when we try to grow up. So we try to grow up in such a way that we started watching the TVs, right? Now we watch mobiles. So our brain mechanism has grown in such a way that we understand things very quickly with the help of pictorial representations. Got it? So what Seaborn method has done is that whatever you're trying to do, so you try to plot it. If you try to do it in a pictorial representation, so you yourself will be able to understand it in a very clear or proper way. But as I said, the features are restricted. This is the coding part. It is getting my point. So in the NumPy part, what happens is that you have to do a little bit of coding, or Seaborn has to do a little bit of coding. But when it comes to the Power BI, you have to do it's an end tool, right? When you talk about the tool, it's all about the ready-made things available. You don't have to do involve yourself into much of the coding part. And options also, whatever the options are there, that options and the features are more in comparison to the Seaborn and Matplot.
Okay. One
Yes.
more doubt, sir. You
Uh,
said in data analysis part we can do only descriptive analysis and uh, one more
Diagnostic.
diagnostic analysis.
Diagnostic.
And
Diagnostic.
when it comes to the data analytics, we are also performing the predictive analysis. So in descriptive and the diagnostic analysis, we need to apply the machine learning models or not?
No, 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 no. See, till data analyst role, you will tell what has happened in the past. That means what descriptive and diagnosis. Example, now you go to the doctor, right? And you tell the doctor that you are having a headache. Now, what is that
Hmm.
descriptive? That you have told the doctor what has happened to you. What has happened? You're having a headache. Now what
Right.
doctor do is that doctor takes a stethoscope, right? He tries to check your heartbeat, he tries to check your liver, kidney, if it is performing well, right? And he takes the thermometer, he takes your, right? He takes that, what do you say? What is that called? Torch. He looks into your eyes. He asks you to open your mouth. So now what he's trying to do is the diagnostic. Just check out what has happened, right? So now descriptive and diagnostic means what? To try to understand what happened descriptive, and diagnostic means with why it has happened. Now you can say headache. Now why it has happened, I'll tell you, maybe lack of sleep. One can be one reason, lack of sleep. Second reason can be you're having a stress. Third reason can be because you had done a lot of traveling since few days. Fourth thing may be improper eating habits. So now what is happening is that diagnostic. First is that you have a headache, what has happened. Second thing is why it has happened. So headache is because, as I said, few examples, a few reasons, lack of sleep, maybe improper eating habits, traveling, stress, lot of things. Very important. This is what you try to do, and here it comes till the Power BI role. That is a data analyst. And now what happens is that after doing a diagnostic, now what doctor does is that he goes to his table and he writes some medicines on the prescription. So what is that? Predictive and prescriptive means what? Now you're providing a solution to them. Now you have a headache, and you also identify the root cause. Root cause. So now what doctor will suggest is that you start sleeping 8 hours a day. Start doing exercise at least 1 hour a day. Start eating vegetables and fruits into your meal. So that will reduce your headache. Now what you're trying to do is that predictive analysis and prescriptive analysis, we are trying to forecast and try to provide the solution that how you can stop your headache. Got it? And here in predictive and prescriptive, you need to use machine learning algorithms. Now is it clear?
Uh,
Is it clear? Who I forgot who asked this question. I forgot who had asked this question. Hello? Neeraj, it was you who had asked this question, or I forgot who had asked
no,
this
I
question.
think Raj asked.
Okay, Raj had asked. Okay. Raj, is
I
it
have
clear
also
now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yes. Now who's asking?
it's needed. Yeah, me.
Yes, Neeraj.
In machine learning, can you share your screen? Like I want. Can you share your syllabus that you're showing now?
Okay. Uh,
In machine learning part,
uh,
it's mathematical and statistics. Can you go down?
uh,
Yeah, here. Apart from the supervised learning and unsupervised learning, can
uh.
we get to know about RL also, reinforcement learning?
Yes. Definitely you're going to learn. But see, in the when you come to the deep learning part, still deep learning has not so much emerged in the companies. Wait a minute. This you
But
will teach that it
whatever
is not a
topic
part.
that we know, can you cover all the topic like reinforcement learning?
Of
And
course,
there's a
of
lots of
course, we are going to have
topic
deep
also.
learn.
And there's a one more topic. Can you add big data and one more computer vision topic?
No. See, big data and that computer vision that comes under different thing. We are here totally preparing them for the perspective who wants to get into the machine learning part
Uh,
purely.
and,
I have not
and
used.
what?
If
Uh,
you uh,
yeah.
yes,
Say
tell
it.
me.
Yeah, sorry to say you
See,
continue.
no problem. See, here you can see I have not added Django part as well, Flask as well, because this core is purely oriented who wants to get into the machine learning part only, who wants to get into the data analyst role, or who wants to get into the data science part. So that their focus is not disturbed. Big data comes into the different sector part. That is the different trajectory.
And one more thing
What
like
do you
NLP and there is I can't see CNN model and GMM model and any other type of model like how we are going to do
RNN model and
and how
CNN model. We are going to cover.
like yeah how we have to data preparation and data pre-processing and how we have to remove noise and all the things. I can't like before training the model we have to do all the lots of things.
Yeah,
So
it is there now. It is
uh,
there. See, you have reached at the end. So that is done. That is what I told you. That is done here only. Here only it is
actually
done.
can it's just
Here
a
only.
overview of the summary but I can't see all the things like how we have to going to prepare all the data and
I'll tell
how we
you.
have to
Uh,
yeah, what tools we have to
See, when
use
you're
to
talking about
record.
this machine learning part, uh
Yeah,
so when you're talking about the
let's
machine learning part, right? When you go into the artificial intelligence part, before that, the cleaning part is done, right? So as I said, NumPy, Pandas, you use it. So before that, you're talking very good question. So I'm telling you that data cleaning part, right? Or data pre-processing part, feature scaling part, right?
yeah
Feature engineering part. That is also
yeah
going to
feature
be done.
extraction and
That
all
is
the
what
things.
it's the Yes, that is called a feature engineering. That feature engineering is what? Trying to create a new feature or trying to extract a new feature from the previous one. Right? Standardization, normalization, data normalization, statistics, what is ANOVA, what is regression statistics, what is standard deviation, what is variance, right? That is what you're going to cover. Even if it's not mentioned, that is definitely going to be into the part.
Okay, and what and can
Yes.
are we going to deal with the model training also?
We are going to deal with the
Model training, how we have to do model training and all, and which model we are going to
no, no, no,
in
no.
that on that. Huh?
Yeah. I'm going to train you on the supervised and unsupervised only, where we are going to work on the real data sets and try to tell you that how it works. Right.
Okay,
This is what you're going to do. And apart before that, whatever the use as you said, data extraction, data cleaning part is that, right? We are going to have that because as I said, that is what I was trying to explain. If you're trying to train a kid, right? When a good things, so that person when it is grown up, it is trying to perform in that behavior only because that is important, right? When you're going to use the data, your data has to be very clear because when you talk about the machine learning algorithm, it is already there. You have to use it. But your data is important. Your 80% of the time is going to be spent on the data cleaning only. Because your data is very good, your data is clean, you know what is going to be good and what is has to be discarded. The machine is going to perform very well.
okay. But the main thing is like
Yes.
if we are not going to deal
Mm.
with the how we have to train the model, the in machine learning the main important at the end we have to train the model. That is going to find the accuracy. That how you are saying right? Like at the end we have to clean what we have clean data that is going to define how accurate our model will be. So, but I can't see any model training and how we have to do model training and which model if we are training
It is
start
there. It is
training
there.
which
See,
model, yeah,
it
where.
is there written over there. See, look at the screen. So, and under the supervised only, you can see there are algorithms, right? That is called algorithms. There are two algorithms. You know, there are supervised and supervised. In the supervised one, we comes up under the regression model, right? Linear regression, logistic regression, decision forest. That is all there. KNN clustering modeling. It is all there. If it is mentioned supervised and unsupervised, if it is going to be a 4 months of duration, how come without model or algorithm you're going to learn data science, right?
Okay, I
How
think
come
it's
without a data, without a model?
algorithm that we are going to use. I'm talking about the live project, like, and how we are going to implement that. Like, if you are taking consider a CNN model, if you have to train the CNN model, like CNN
Hmm,
model is mainly focused for the image processing, image for
hmm,
image image training model. So, like,
hmm,
how we are going to collect that? Like, we have sample of 10,000, 20,000. Images, and we
hmm,
have to from scratch to the end we will perform
hmm.
this kind of project we are going to deal.
Yes, of course. We are going on to work on the real data sets only. And I'll tell you,
Oh,
make it very clear that this project, this syllabus is tailored according to the industrial perspective. That after completion of this course, you should be able to get a job in the industry. That is what. And you're talking about the data sets, that is the part. So we are going to work on the real data sets. Somewhere, if you are trying to explain the concepts, if it is not understood, so at that point, we are going to work on the sample data. Because at the end, whatever you're going to learn has to be understood. Minimum point.
okay.
And you need to
Mhm.
understand you're getting confused. You're talking about the CNN, that is deep learning part. But you need to understand the thing,
Yeah, that I'm going to
what
tell
is
you,
the
like,
difference? Because
can you add deep learning topics also, like one or two, some topics, because
see,
it's like,
deep
yeah,
learning, see, and deep learning only, I am going to teach you that CNN, RNN is NLP because that is the only required as of now in the market. Because apart, as I said, it's a requirement from the industry because whoever is going to join the course, that person's agenda is very clear that I should get a job. Because it's not that who is going to learn is going to learn and keep it within themselves, right? I understand your thing that you're learning to be to the more deeper part, but I need to understand from the common platform that what the person is expecting because when we get inquiry, the because see, I'm at the delivery part, I'm not at the reception part, front part. So whenever the front part, whoever there is a person who's taking care of this admissions, so they come across this question. So we have to prepare the course in such a generic manner that after completion, their requirement has to be fulfilled. Get my point? And you're talking about those algorithms. See, if you talk about data science, it's a 4 year degree. You get it? It's a 2 years degree, whatever you want to do in the post graduation. Sometimes it's like 1 years of course. But people cannot sustain themselves for that amount of a time. You get my point?
okay.
Their agenda is very clear. Their prospect is very clear. I need to learn and I need to get a job. Quickly and as soon as.
Like, what the company ask, like, mainly, like how basic knowledge or how much knowledge the candidate should have.
That is what I'm telling you. You are teaching in the deep learning. You tell me any of the components or you tell me any of the applications that are using deep learning as of now. How many you know?
Uh,
Do
for
not
like
tell me that
this
very common example
deep,
everyone talks about
no, like
Google
for
self-driven cars.
using,
Google self-driven
uh,
cars.
no, I know for having like right now, Alexa, if you say like Alexa, but particularly it's work on everyone, like who are giving the command Alexa work. But in
Hmm.
right now they are working on particular authorized person can deal with the Alexa, like it's a product, so they are working on those who are the right owner of the for that product that can command the
No, I'm talking
that
about
product.
one application I'm saying. Alexa is on a
Deep learning plus machine learning both.
Okay, so that is what I'm saying. See, you're talking about machine learning. Alexa is not a purely a subset of deep learning. It's still when you talk about the deep learning, it's all about the neural, where you're asking or expecting the components, or you can say the applications to similar as like the machine, just like a humans. So best example, apart from Google self-driven cars, forget about that is a very common example. You can talk about the face detection application. On the basis of face detection application, you just get an output that if that person is the same identical person or not, on the basis of the features, right? When you give an image, right? So on the basis of the features, right? Your eyes, your eyebrow shape, your lips, your cheeks, etc. It identifies if this person comes under to which category. If it is a human, if it is an animal, or it is a bird, etc. This is one example of face detection. When you go to at the airports or you go at the any counter and CCTV, you can see face detection is a very good example about the neural network. But still, I'll tell you, neural networks requires a lot of computational power, deep learning power. Still, companies are not ready to have in that huge investment. If you want to learn, it's a good thing. But you need to look from companies' perspective. If the companies are not having that amount of a job, if they're not having a job, then if you're going to learn, if it is an advantage, it's okay. But still, there is no necessity in the market.
Okay.
You getting my point, Neeraj? Still, there is no that
Yes.
opportunity that has been required in the companies because huge investment is there. Already, the companies are started to lay off the employees. If there's a recession, I'm not going to lie, but still, what they're trying to do is that within the small amount, how they can have a lot good people and whatever who comes, not this institute, you go to any institute, you go to any organization in the like universities or colleges. So you apply looking at the packages that how can I get selected? If his skill is there, okay. But still you look at that perspective. So coming to the common platform, as I said, I'm going to teach you what is required from the industry perspective. You
Okay.
got my point? Or else
Yeah.
this course will be
What's
going very huge.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
pardon.
tell me.
Yeah, you
No,
can
tell me.
continue.
Yeah, I got.
Actually, I want to know like
No,
what's the
that
difference
uh,
between ML and deep learning (DL). From my point of view, like I think they both has to
hmm,
learn and predict according to the data. And for deep learning also, I'm thinking like they can study the data, and as we train the model, and then that model can learn from the new data also. I think that's the machine learning and deep
hmm.
learning both. What's the difference?
So deep
Actually,
learning means
I
what?
can't
Where
figure out.
I'll tell you. Programmatic will do later on. I'll tell you in a very simple example. Now you're taking an examination. You're trying to conduct an examination of 30 students. Example. Okay. Now the exam has to be conducted very properly. The responsibilities of invigilator. Right, there are 30 students, and what she has to take or he has to take care of that is that the exam is to be conducted in a very proper way. There is no malpractice done, right? There is no cheating been done, right? Students for the next 3 hours, that is 180 minutes, they should look into their own answer sheet and they just need to write their answer, whatever the question. They should not look left, right, etc. And to monitor this, we have an invigilator. If someone tries to do a malpractice, that it's the invigilator's duty to interrupt that student and try to tell you're trying to do a wrong thing. So machine learning, what you're talking about, supervisor. So here someone is there who is trying to keep and check that if it is trying to perform well or not. Is it trying to perform well or not? And now you talk about the deep learning. What has happened to deep learning? There's no supervisor. It on its own tries to understand. Now here you can try. If I don't have an invigilator, so how can I conduct the examination properly without having any malpractices? Even if there's a malpractice, I should be able to catch that student. What we'll do is that we'll have a CCTV. Now we don't have in person who's trying to catch the supervisor. So what we'll do is that where we'll have a CCTV where we can monitor the student. So if you check who has conducted that student has conducted malpractice or not, so you can check after a week, after 2 days, after a month. That is what you need someone to track that at that particular period of time. So deep learning is what? It tries to understand its own drawbacks or loopholes and tries to overcome that loopholes. And where you're talking about the machine learning part, there you're going to have a supervisor who is going to try. There requires a little bit of human involvement. Getting a point? Where you have to have some human involvement, where you can just try to tell what is the how do you proceed, how do you guide that person, how do you mentor them. That is the difference between machine learning and deep learning in the
So
real
in
time
machine
scenario.
learning, machine is not learning from their mistake.
No, it is learning, but you still need to have some environment. So maybe if your features are not working, right, whatever the features are there, so you need to do some on its own. You have to do a feature extraction. You have to adjust the data points or variables. So you need to have some changes. But deep learning is what it will try to understand the outliers on its own. What are the real components from which it can do the prediction? It itself tries to understand what is the best part, and it will try to discard it. That is what is called as the neural network, right? NLP it is called as, or you talk about artificial networks. So that is what CNN model comes on. Itself tries to understand. Why? How it will understand when you try to do different epochs. That means what if you try to run the data set, as much as time you try to run it. So on that learning, it is try to understand in a more better and efficient way. It's like example now, if I want to ride a bicycle, right at the beginning stage, right. So when you start riding a bicycle, you just sit on the bicycle and pedal. You're not going to ride a bicycle. Your brain has to learn that pattern, right? So on the first day, you'll sit, you'll fall. Second day, you'll sit, again you'll fall, right? Third day, you might be able to balance a little bit. So what is happening is that your brain is able to learn the pattern, how to ride a bicycle. Fourth day, it will understand how to apply the brakes. Fifth day, that where you have to stop, where you have to accelerate, where you have to paddle. So your brain on its own will try to do that. Get your point? So it will try
Gotcha.
to understand what are the outliers, how do you do that. So this is where the neural network comes up. But see, that would require a huge computational power now. On the normal laptops, you cannot do that.
Okay. And in future, like if we have to, if we
Hmm.
request like one or more topic, can you add? So can
See,
you
no, no.
add?
Uh,
Yeah.
in this syllabus, I don't do that because I'm training that batch. What is the perspective? I'm teaching from that part because in the companies also you're gonna. I'll tell you, I have seen people learning data science and they're on Excel because in the company you never know what requirement you might have. You might come working back on Python as well. You might start working on the junior engineer as well. What requirement you don't know. But the thing is that slowly, they'll just make you a part of a team, and then slowly, you start getting the different projects available. But as of now, I'm working in the industry. I'm telling you, still deep learning is still uh, it's a way long journey to go. It's still not there because huge investment is been required, and company
Okay.
definitely will think twice to do that. You got my point?
Yeah, gotcha.
So I don't have a problem, but if everyone's requirement is this, if their perspective is different, I have to go with the majority. That is the requirement. That is what I have to train them on that particular points. Or else you'll see a lot of institutes are there. They train 9 months of course, 1 year of course, 2 years of course. Even there is a 2 years full-time degree program as well. But ours is a very simple one that they ask the simple thing that if I complete this thing, I should be able to crack an interview. Their requirement has
Okay.
to be fulfilled.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Thanks.
Welcome, welcome. So anyone apart from Neeraj, Teja, Vamsi, Malika, Vandana, Abhi, Raj, anyone has any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Teja.
So
Uh-huh.
we'll be using Tableau here.
No, no, Microsoft Power BI. If you want to
Only
see, I'll
Power
show
BI,
you
right? So
why Power BI. I'll tell you. See, I'll show you why Power BI. It's not a why. It's not about why Tableau. I don't have any rivalry with Google, but I'll show you why Power BI. We have a limited amount of. You cannot spend your entire life doing an R&D, right? Just keep on doing a lot of
yes.
R&D, or the half of the life will be gone. So I'll tell you why I'm trying to do. As I said, I don't have any rivalry. It's not that Microsoft is my favorite company and uh, Google is not. So, what is that spelling of Tableau? See, that is what Tableau. Did I say correctly? Power BI. Tableau software. Let's see. No, it is Tableau only. So let's see in India. Maybe there is a spelling mistake or something. I'm not sure. Hmm. Or maybe it's a correct one. See, look at it. Look at the growth of Power BI and look at that Tableau. That it's very clear that out of 100 companies, or you can say 100 users, so in India, you can see 75 people are preferred to use Microsoft Power BI. See, they both are used for the same, for the preparing of dashboards. But the demand as of now in the market is for Power BI. I don't have any problem. Tableau will always be an advantage. But what is the necessity, as I say, I told you, right, as Neeraj has asked, so he was making a request. But as I said, whoever comes, this is an analysis I have made because their agenda is very clear because if they're spending some amount on us, right, the institute or on me, they're expecting to get the outcome, right? So you have to give that thing that what is required from the companies. Microsoft Power BI is what being used in the company today. So we are going to learn that tool only. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear. Clear.
Why not Tableau now? Uh, So Tableau you can learn. Consumers are less in India. If you in US, I can see there is a cut-to-cut, head-to-head competition. But as of now, if you're in India, then you are going to work in India only. Then you need to use Power BI. Any other questions? Still, also Power BI is also good. It started very good, Tableau, but it couldn't make a comeback. There's a downfall. Whereas Power BI didn't start very well, but now you can see it's going up and up. Maybe if I look at analysis from 22 and 22, it's going up only. So I can say at least in next 4 or 5 years, it will go up only. So till then, you'll get an experience of 5 6 years. Once you get an experience, then you can work in any sector. All right. Any other questions? Raj, Abhi, Neeraj, Vamsi, Teja, Malika, Jagdeshwar. Yes, no, no, yes. I'm not able to hear anyone. If not, then we'll wind up the session over
No
here only.
questions. No questions.
One
Yeah.
more question. It's a personal question, and you say you have to switch your career from .NET to data science. While that you have done research for 1 year, what are the options you choose to comparison?
Good. Neeraj, I will skip that question as of now.
Yeah, that's why I ask.
No,
It's a
see,
personal question.
I am sorry, but see, definitely it's a over own analysis. But as of now, I'll tell you, data science, it is there in the future. It is there. At least if you are going to work till 2050, you are going to get a job. After that, I cannot predict. We don't know what is going to be in the future. As I told, data science is nothing. People tell that data science is something, and it's the same thing where you go where your grandfather and you used to come together at the tea point, or maybe you gather together at the tea point, you make a discussions, you try to talk about the past that has happened, and you make a forecasting. That's the same thing. It just means that we don't have that time. We're occupied with our jobs, businesses, education. We don't have that time. That is why software is just replacing the humans. That's it. Data science is nothing new. It's just an experiment you're trying to do that thing. It's the same thing, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. All right. Anything apart from Neeraj? Yes, Raj. We'll share you the course content. You can ask it from Harry. We'll give it to you. On that number, you can text whatever you want. You will get that. All right. Any questions? Abhi, Shamla Devi, Vamshi, I didn't hear you a single word. Malika, I didn't hear your single word. A word I didn't know you were there or not. So I hope you have understood. All right. So let's wind up then. It's dinner time for me in India. Yes, who was unmuted?
Yeah, we are
Oh,
clear, I'm saying.
okay, it's clear. Okay, all right, then. Okay, she has said okay. Then let's wind up. Any questions? If you have, just let me know, or you can just text on that number. So let's wind up.
Thank
Yes,
you.
no, no, yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you. All right.
Yes, you.
So, guys, thank you
Yes.
for attending
Yeah,
the
yeah.
session. Yes. Okay. If you have any question, any syllabus, anything you want, you can just have that number. It's there 9652532353. Here it is there. If you are not able to see, I'll just post it again. Copy and paste it over here. So I sent in the chat box. You can just make a note of it.
Can we get your
All right.
LinkedIn profile? Yeah, excuse me.
See, LinkedIn, what happened, I'll tell you. I was training the LinkedIn, but I have newly created a LinkedIn profile because some unwanted, no, बदमाश बच्चे होते कुछ unwanted post कर दिया था and my account got blocked. So after that, I have prepared a new account as of now. So I'm trying to add the people on LinkedIn as of now.
Okay.
So yeah, they posted and it came on me. It was a backfire on me. So this company had asked me a question instead of asking the students. So I had to answer them and then it blocked it. LinkedIn, I don't have that, but I have a profile. If it's the question, so you still attend the session, you see how it is working, and on that basis, I can do that. I have that new profile. I'm adding the people, but please, if you add, I am giving you the friendly advice. Please do not create a problem for someone else, guys. I have been to that phase of LinkedIn. Okay.
Okay.
Uncensored data. How you can expect on LinkedIn and you're tagging to tag me as well? If you're right, you need to understand the generosity, etc. Such people, stupid people exist. And आप क्या बोलूं मैं? So leave it. All right. So we'll stop over here. We'll meet tomorrow again 6 o'clock. All right. If you have any questions, you can just text on that number. All right. It's a dinner time, so
Yes.
everyone go and enjoy your dinner. I will catch up tomorrow 6 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
So
See
till
you.
then, bye bye.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Take care and have a good evening. Bye bye, everyone.